Hi, I'm Hunter Sigmon, and I recently got top 4 at a regional in Pittsboro, North Carolina that happened on June 7th, 2026. Got the deck box? I got 3rd. Not that it really matters because top 4. But anyway, yeah, I'd like to do some shout outs right before we get into the deck profile. I'd like to shout out Kevin Yang. He's like my Yu-Gi-Oh dad. Chase Jordan Lay's my main playtesting partner, and he's a really good friend. Blake Smith, he's my master from a faraway land, the North Carolina Raptor Center, and Eric for filming. All right, now let's get into the cards. We've got Eldum, gotta have 3 of them, 3 Swin, 3 Crocea, 2 Megala, I would not main more than 2, 1 of the main deck Varoon, 1 of the Phonics Bird, a Daiko Duke, this is a Speedroid guy, and then your other Speedroid guy is Piper. You need both of these to do the combo. And then we got 1 Shield Bearer. I only like 1 in the main. You gotta have 3 MSTs, very important. I gotta have Chant, wish I could have more than 1. 3 Vision, 3 Ascendants, 1 of the Trap. And then instead of like quick plays for non-engine, I more so opted for hand traps. So we've got Ash Blossom and Bell, and then of course we got Fuelos and Droplet. I didn't really miss having more quick plays like Fallen and Virtuous or Crown or anything like that, or Super Poly. I think it was fine because you can't really play Super Poly anyway for extra deck space. And kind of same with Fallen and Virtuous, but you can make cuts for that if you really want to. But at that point, you're not going to have a ton of quick plays anyway, so it's whatever. Ash and Bell did very good for me, so didn't mind having them at all. And consistency didn't really suffer that much. And last card in the main is called by, it's a 40 card. Would not go over 40. It really helps with consistency for this deck because it can kind of struggle with that. Then we're going to move on into the extra deck here. We got 2 of the Link 2 for Radiant Typhoon. Gotta have 2. 1 Great Fly. Good card. Makes you kill people. Wind Charmer comes up into like matchups such as Killer Tune or Doomsy mainly. Could be very useful. The Doom Eagle, this is, you need it a lot. His effect is already pretty good, but you really need him for the combo to the Dragunity stuff. Then we've got Totem Bird. Didn't make him a ton, but he's still pretty useful. There's a lot of times where you will be missing him if you don't have him in. Then I've got a Zeus package. I liked this. It worked pretty well for me, but you can definitely take it out. Like I said, if you want to play Fallen Virtuous, feel free to take this out and put that in instead, and then put in Albion and the Ecclesia Synchro. But these 2 are pretty good. I like them. They help you get rid of weird stuff that this deck can kind of struggle out. That's kind of it for the main normal Radiant Typhoon stuff you might see from an extra deck. Now we'll get into the kind of spicy stuff, I guess you could say. We got my fucking GOAT, High Speedroid Rubber Band Shooter. Love this guy. He basically lets you bridge into the Dragunity stuff by banishing a Wind Synchro, and then you take that level and the levels of Speedroid monsters from your main deck, and 1 randomly goes to hand, 1 randomly goes to graveyard. But with how the combo works, it does not matter which one you get. But the Synchro I play as a target for that is this guy. I would not play Wind Pegasus at Ignistor instead of this. I think that's kind of bait, because with that one, the idea is you get rid of back row, and, that helps you out. But if you're already playing and making this, like going second or something, you already got rid of the back row. And if you're going first, you would want this as like a weird interruption to make if you get stopped from going into your full combo. So this guy's definitely better. He helped me kill people and stuff. Very good card. Would not cut him. Then we've got the main guy. We got the Link 4 Dragunity dude. He is Dweller. He's a spell trap effect negate, and he just cheats guys out of the extra decks. So he does it all. He's very good. The main guy you cheat out on your turn is the Dragunity Lewin guy, because you're going to use this to synchro off. A lot of people that I've seen them doing a combo where they have Crocea and then they bring out this guy and then they use the Piper effect in graveyard to reduce a wind monster by 2 levels, and then they make this thing, the Red Bear. But I don't like doing that. I think ROM making a Red Bear is actually really bad. Either way, you do need to synchro this off to get him in the graveyard, but I prefer to go for the Wolf Freyet. This card put in work all day. This card was very good. He was putting belt to ass all day. Very strong card. If they think they can play through your board, they can't, because they don't account for this guy a lot. And he gives you like a super board wipe in a deck that typically doesn't have it. Very strong. I cannot stress enough. If you're doing the combo I like to do, you need to end on this. He's very important. But yeah, we still have a red bear. He's kind of my option to cheat out on the opponent's turn, because the Dragunity Link 4 can do that on their turn. You can cheat out this guy. So he's kind of my option for that, to be kind of a last negate. If they get through everything else, they still have to get through another negate. And then we got Trident. You have to play this guy just because sometimes some awkward stuff happens and you're left without a body to synchro off the Lewin. So you need to bring him out and then send him to the graveyard for his effect to rip from their extra deck. That effect itself isn't, I don't know. It reads kind of crazy because it's not random. You get to look and rip from there. But it's like kind of whatever. So many decks right now play multiples of extra deck pieces. I don't really think this is going to be a huge hindrance to anybody, but it's just there. You have to have it for when you have to do that. Because then on their turn, you do that, rip on your turn, then on their turn you summon this, which also has an effect to equip a guy from the graveyard, because this guy just does a lot of stuff, a lot of weird stuff that makes this work. So yeah, pretty good for that. You have to play that for that. And that's basically it for the extra deck. Then going into the side deck, we'll start off with stuff I would bring in typically going first. I don't really play any super floodgate stuff because already you're trying to make a super floodgate guy. I mainly try to go for consistency. So we got 2 shield bearer here, so you complete a play set when you're going first, because, you know, Droll is a concern, but we're siding in other stuff to kind of help beat Droll, so I'm not that worried about it. Then we got the 1 Megala here, so you complete a play set of Megala for going first, because I side out the second Megala when I go second. I don't want to have a bunch of Megalas in when I'm going second, because, like, he's not going to resolve half the time. If you hard draw him, he's probably not happening. Then we've got the 2 Sheena. I would remove this card. I would take this card out for Lava Golem. I did not have Lava Golem in here. I think Lava Golem is almost necessary because Doomsy's a very tough matchup. I got 3 Perulias. I think this was fine. I wouldn't take this out. And then 2 Trolls, 1 cross out. You know, this is good. It's a quick play and helps you beat Troll, so you should probably play it. Then the 1 Duster and 3 Lightning Storms. Again, same with the Sheena. I would take, these were good, don't get me wrong, but I would take out 1 and then 2 Sheena for 3 Lava Golems. I would like to do that. But other than that, that's basically the whole deck. All right, so yeah, that's it for the deck profile. Overall, I think the deck was really fun, super cool to play. It was really cool seeing people just get surprised by, you know, you're doing your typical Radiant Typhoon combo, and then you slide into Speedroid stuff, and then from there it just goes completely somewhere they weren't expecting. So very cool to play. I enjoyed it, and surprisingly effective. I didn't really brick a lot. I only bricked, really only once, I would say I bricked, and I was going second into Doomsy anyway, so you're kind of just screwed over there. But yeah, speaking of Doomsy, I played against 1 Doomsy. I lost to that. That was my only loss the whole day. I went 7-1. Definitely, like I said, put in the Lava Golems. You need those for that. And then I played a lot of Branded all day. This deck was whooping Branded very easily. And then I played against some Elf Note, whooped that. The only thing I didn't play against at all was Cool Tune. But, you know, I have like Bell in the main, Ash in the main. I was very Cool Tune minded, but didn't play against it. But overall, I'd say the deck was very fun. If you like Radiant Typhoon and you want kind of a new way to play it that can set up a really solid inboard going first, I would give it a shot. And if you like all the cool stuff, like Speedroid stuff and everything, very fun, very cool. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching.